This is Religion in the News, sponsored by Wish TV, in cooperation with the Church Federation of Greater Indianapolis.
Good morning and Happy New Year. I'm J.R. Ryder. Welcome to our January program of Religion in the News as we celebrate the brand new year of 2014.
Good morning, I'm Carol Sisson.
Hi, and I'm Faith James. And I'm Lori Cobian.
We have a great show for you today with our Meet the Host program. And also the Church Federation of Greater Indianapolis is here to introduce us to its new president. Stay tuned. Welcome back to Religion in the News. I'm J.R. Ryder. My guests today are from the Church Federation of Greater Indianapolis. Welcome to Religion in the News.
Thank you. Such a joy, J.R.
We have the Reverend Dr. Angelique Walker-Smith. She is the Executive Director of the Church Federation of Greater Indianapolis.
Yes.
And we also have with us today the new President of the Church Federation, Reverend Steve Blanchard. Again, we welcome you both.
Good morning.
Thank you.
Many of our viewers are familiar with the Church Federation. We have a huge local following here in regards to the Federation, what the Federation has done over the past 101 or 2 years or so.
Yes, 2 years, 102 years.
Can you believe it? We had that bicentennial celebrations a couple of years ago. And the impact that the Federation has had in our city has been tremendous, all the way from the first chaplaincy programs to race relations and on and on and on. And so it's exciting that we have a new president in 2014. I'll let you first, Angelique, tell us about maybe some of the things that are taking place or some of the vision of the Federation, I guess, in the year 2014, and some of the things that you have planned. Then, Steve, we want to hear from you.
Sure.
Well, it's my joy, JR. And can I just say publicly again how much we appreciate your leadership here on Religion in the News. You do a fine job representing the Church Federation, and we're very grateful to you and your team.
Thank you.
So God bless you in 2014.
And bless you.
The Church Federation has a new direction. We're so pleased that the person who helped to, if you will, lead the ship to get us to this point of our new direction has now become our president. The Church Federation is looking to be more of a catalyst for unity, reconciliation, and service. And so I don't want to put off the moment to introduce our new president, the Reverend Stephen Blanchard. Reverend Blanchard is a strategist. He's a man of faith who sees things that other people may not see just yet to lead us in a direction where we need to go. He is with the Baptist Association in town, so we do share that common heritage.
Excellent, excellent.
But more than this, we share a Christian unity vision, and so I'm looking forward to the team that will be formed as he puts together our direction moving forward, and I'm there to support. So without further ado, let me introduce the Reverend Stephen Blanchard.
And Reverend Blanchard, you're not a stranger to the Federation. As a matter of fact, you've been a part of the organization for quite some time. Tell us a little bit about your background and what led you up to this point.
Yeah, well, as Angelique said, I work with the State Convention of Baptists in Indiana as a strategist, and one of the things that we look at is the way that we can impact our world for the gospel. And so that falls in line with what the Church Federation does as well. When I came on the board several years ago, I didn't know exactly what to expect because I didn't know the extensive history of the Church Federation.
Quite extensive.
And I was glad that a book came out during our centennial that expresses the what has happened over the decades. The Church Federation has had a great impact on the moral character of Indianapolis and the surrounding area. And I think we want to see that as our world has changed, that we also have to change in the way that we go about and impact the world through churches working together, through individuals coming together in a common vision. Now when we're going through the planning process, we didn't, we put together a general direction for the Church Federation, but we know that it's going to be up to individuals who are excited about certain things that they want to see happen in their communities, and we want to leave that up to them as to how they do that together. But what the Church Federation can do in a way is to bring people together. That's a part of our vision statement that we are a catalyst for bringing people together to work on common problems, challenges, opportunities in the community.
Excellent. Looking forward to the year 2014 and what that's going to bring for the Federation. Angelique, we have about 20 seconds left. I know there's a couple of events that you wanted to make mention coming up here soon. Go
Yes, and they go
one.
right to Reverend Blanchard's points. We have the Week of Prayer for Christian Unity, which is global. We join friends from all over the world for our own local concerns. And so it starts January the 18th, continuing through the 25th of January. On Sunday the 19th, we will be at the St. Peter and Paul Cathedral on 14th Meridian Street to kick off the week with the new Archbishop Tobin, at 5 p.m. Monday is Martin Luther King Day. So many churches we're promoting with the King services. Yes. Tuesday is the Light the Night service, where we're remembering all those friends who perished due to violent death on last year. We'll remember those families. And then on Thursday, we are going to have a new generational conversation with first-generation families who've come to our country, talking about what young people feel should be their future in Greater Indianapolis.
Thank you both for being our guests today on Religion in the News. We'll have that on the website, indyfaith.org.
Yes,
and they can
that's
go find out more information about that.
Exactly right, JR.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Carol, now to you.
Thank you, JR. Good morning. I am Carol Sissom, and my guest today is my co-host, Faith James. Good morning, Faith.
Good morning, Carol.
Now, Faith, you are going to be talking to us about what you've been busy about in 2013 and where you're headed in 2014. But I want to know how this amazing book is going. I know you had your book launch last July. The book, you've sold hundreds and hundreds of copies. You've been ministering to women and to men. You've been teaching, you've been preaching, and I noticed your book has a study guide. Have you tell us about the response to your book?
Okay. Well, like you said, I have sold hundreds of books, and the response has been enormous. In fact, what I'm going to start doing is having a teleconference, because some people, what they want to do is do a Q&A. So they'll ask me a question, maybe for instance, I want a house and I haven't gotten that house yet. What's going on with me? And so what I would do is ask them, it could be, do you have the means to get the house? You have the desire, maybe you're not thinking about it enough, you're not planning accordingly, or it couldn't be time. So what I do is I strategically go in, I intervene with them, I talk to them, and I draw them out to help their desires come to pass.
Now, the book is little. I know it's only like, 35, 40 pages?
Yes.
But it's a powerful little book.
Yes.
And what I see in here is just a reflection of you, because your name is Faith, and you've taken that name to an extra level instead of just something on a birth certificate. Tell us about all these chapters, because it's such a little book about all that power and how it's really changing lives.
Well, in the Bible it says that the children of Israel went around the wilderness for 40 years, and their promised land was 11 days away. So God told me to write the book. He said to get it to them and get it to them quick. A lot of times we know it's seed, time, and harvest, but we are in a generation where we want things quickly, and people have been praying for a long time for things. And so, yes, my name is Faith. I have great faith, and so that's why I'm excited to help people put their faith in action so they can get the things that they want in life.
Now, tell us how people can get your book. And I know you do book signings, you're going to be on TBN. Tell us about your events coming up.
Okay, they can get my book on Amazon.com, or they can go to my website, which is www.onefaithinaction.com, and they can purchase it there. And just like you stated, I will be on TBN next month. I'll be showcased with some people who are going to actually testify on how the book actually did help them. And that will be like the second or third week in February.
Now, tell us about you also have, besides Channel 8, you also have a career. You work full-time. You're a mommy. You have a mother. Tell us about your family life.
Yes, I do. I have a daughter. She's 13, and they call her, she's like a little mini-me. She goes around and she talks to people well about their faith. And I am a full-time worker, and I'm a life coach as well, motivational speaker. I do it all, but I do it all for the kingdom for God.
And tell us about your church.
I go to Fervent Prayer, Pastor James Jackson. He's an awesome, awesome, awesome pastor. We love him. I've been going there for like 8 years here
and
locally.
Just, I know we don't have a lot of time, but quickly about your faith in your life. When have you had to put that faith in action through some hard and rocky times?
I just put my faith in action every day. When I'm talking to people, I have to know that the faith I have in God is going to help them. So I have to utilize my faith all the time. Because some people, they don't believe it's going to happen, but I do.
That's amazing. You inspire me, because I know every morning you put a new post on Facebook and you lift a lot of people up. So thank you, sweetheart.
Thank you, Carol.
Okay, back to you.
Thanks, Carol. Good morning. I'm Lori Cobian. When we return, my host talks about the music in his past. Stay tuned.